Good morning, boys and girls. Got a few of our flock here today, girls and boys. Do you have some new glasses on? Are those new glasses? They look new. Well, makes you look very professorial, very intelligent. You not so much. No, you look great too. You're getting big, man. Have you started playing sports yet? Ball? Really? All right. Well, you big guy. You do well at that. I was skinny when I played ball. That wasn't too bad for baseball, but for football, it kind of slows you down a little bit. Kind of run into people and they say, "What was that?" So you've taken up boxing. You're going to beat your sister up and make her head swell up, right? Knock her in the head. Knock-headed looking thing. Y'all behave. Y'all make me worry. I sit up at night going, "Oh Lord," my phone rings. Me and Miss Terry were sitting at the house last night. We're old, we sit around. And both of us, we hear things every once in a while. And we thought we heard somebody knocking on the front door. Well, our front door, I don't even know if we can even get it open. It's got a sign on it. It says, "Go away." It's kind of like, it's nicer than that. It says, "Please make all deliveries or contact at the back door." But really, it says, "Go away." So somebody's knocking on that door. Now we turned all the outside lights on and running out there. But whoever it was must have heard us locking and loading, because when I got out there, they heard all them bullets flying into place and clips going into the back end of guns. They said, we better go to a different house. I don't think we want to stay here. So there wasn't a soul out there. This is a magic trick, and it's one of the first magic tricks that I ever bought. And really, I didn't buy it. I remember my mother. There was a lot of things that my brother and I wanted to do that were probably just silly things. Magic, I guess, was one of them. I did more silly things than Danny did. But my daddy would just think they were just foolishness or a waste of time. But my mother would cotton to those things. She knew that those were just fun things, part of being a little boy. And so she said for Christmas one year, there was the only magic shop I knew in the entire world I had heard was down in Birmingham. And it's not there any longer. But she said, "I'll tell you what," said, "you can spend this much money. We'll go to Birmingham." She went and took me to Birmingham. And we went to that magic store. And she said, "You can spend this much and buy you magic, and that'll be your Christmas. That'll be what you get for Christmas." And there was a real magician. I don't think I'd ever met a real professional magician. He owned the place and he ran the store. And this is one of the first tricks he showed me, the 3-rope trick. It's called the Professor's Nightmare. The Professor's Nightmare. And they're really just 3 ordinary ropes. There's nothing special about them at all. They have a little scotch tape on the end of it to keep them from unraveling. But it's the first magic trick that I ever bought. My mother bought it for me. And sometimes people ask me, how do you learn how to do magic? I'm not a magical person, and I'm not even really someone to sit around and think up magical things. But the instructions came with it, and not only that, the magician not only performed this trick for me, but he showed me how to do it. He said, "You take that little rope like that," and he says, "You got a rope that's just a little bit bigger, just like that. And then you got a really long rope, and you put them in order of how long they are. Short one, a little longer, really long. And then he says you do it again. You take the bottom one and you bring it up there just like that. And then you take that one up there just like that. You take that one up, and so all the ends are the same length, even though those 3 ropes are different sizes. You got the ends the same size." And then he says, "Now watch." He says, "What I want to do is make all 3 of those ropes the exact same size." He says, "You take that middle one right there, and he says, you compare it to the little bitty short one, and then you compare it to the really, really, really long one, just like that, and all of a sudden, you've got 3 ropes that are all the same size." He took those ropes, as he was showing me how to do it. He changed them to where they was all three the same size. And he tied them into a knot, just like that. I'll make sure it stays put, just like that. And he threw it up there on the counter, and I said, Mama, I want to buy that. I don't remember how much it cost, probably just $2 or $3. Professor's nightmare. And the reason I'm showing this to you and explaining it in this way is that everything that's a part of my Christian life, following Jesus, believing in Jesus, reading the Bible, learning about God, someone had to teach me. Someone told me. I didn't figure it out. I'm not smart enough to figure things like that out. Just like a magic trick. Somebody had to show me. If you see me do a magic trick, you don't ever have to say, well, Brother John or Pops is really, really smart. Probably not. Probably just read the instructions. And most of the magic tricks I do, somebody taught me how to do it. They showed me what the trick was. There's a trick. It always tickles me. Sometimes people say, well, I know how that's done. And I say, well, how? He said, there's a trick to it. I said, oh, there's a trick to it. Yeah, there's a trick to everything. And there's one part of the trick that I didn't show you. That's the secret part. And that's really what makes it fun. But I'm so grateful. God has brought so many wonderful men and women into my life. Members of churches, teachers, professors, people who have been Christians for many, many years. I learn from them. They show me how to do things. They teach me. So listen, if you want to be someone who knows how to do things, not only, just how to tie your shoes. You didn't just, let me see, y'all have tying shoes, and y'all have shoes that you just pop over. So we got all kinds of shoes. Somebody taught me how to tie my shoes. Somebody taught me how to comb my hair, how to brush my teeth. Those are all important things, very important. And one day, you'll be in a situation where you'll be a camp counselor or a VBS teacher or a Sunday school teacher. You'll be a teacher at school, or you'll work at a plant and or a shop, and you'll teach somebody something that you know how to do, and you'll help them. So it's a wonderful thing. I'm so grateful that all the wonderful people that God's put in my life who've taught me how to do things. Someone taught me how to play a little bit on the guitar, and I've learned how to work on a computer, and I've learned how to drive a car. So all of that, I had to learn, and someone taught me. I didn't just sit down and say, bing, and I figured it out. No, they taught me. So I'm very grateful. The Lord has a lot He wants to teach you. And so what the Bible calls someone who learns, a learner, the Bible calls them disciples. And we're all disciples of Jesus when we believe in Him. All right, thank you very much. You can go back and sit wherever you want to sit.
Hymn number 214.